1,000 million pounds a week poorer. And we understand why they tried to keep it under wraps and why MPs are only allowed to go and look at these numbers in a special room with an invigilator if they leave their mobile phones at the door.
Right, and behind you, oh, we've got three. Jacob Rees-Mogg standing behind you, which might be slightly worrying from your perspective. They're obviously not very keen on your bus, but we'll leave them there in the background just to remind viewers of his position. Phil, isn't this all a bit late? 2 years too late, in fact. Shouldn't you have done this during the referendum campaign?
No, absolutely not. It couldn't be a better time. We've had a sort of phony war for 18 months, and finally the government is having to come to admit that there are hard trade-offs in Brexit and that it's going to come at a price and that it's not going to make us better off, that we're going to be poorer, and we know how much poorer we're going to be. And we're just at a point where people are asking, is it worth it? We now can see what the price of Brexit is going to be, and what our campaign is doing is saying, is it worth it? And more people are asking, is it worth it?
Now, why and how have you calculated that figure on the bus, which is being obscured slightly by the trio of Jacob Rees-Moggs?
OK, well, it's a pity they can't see the figure. It's very, very simple. If you have 5% loss of GDP growth and you have a current GDP of 2 trillion, 5% of that is 100 billion, and that's 2 billion a week, or 2,000 million. It's as simple as that.
Aren't you just
There's no assumptions, no calculations needed.
Aren't you just reigniting Project Fear?
Sorry?
Aren't you just reigniting Project Fear?
No, Project Fear is about frightening people with things that might happen. This is simply telling people what the government's own thinking is. This is what the people, the best experts the government have, are telling them is going to happen with Brexit.
Now, apart from the three behind you, how have the turnouts been to see the bus?
Turnouts have been great. We've been welcomed everywhere. I'm afraid you can't see the turnout because they're on the other side of the bus, where there are some very, very good speeches.
Right, I see.
Well, because of the noise of those, I'm finding it slightly hard to hear you.
Well, look, thank you very much for joining us. Perhaps you should have a conversation with the three guys behind you wearing the Jacob Rees-Mogg masks and see if you can persuade them.
As soon as I'm off air, I'm going to ask them, you know, do you really think it's worth it? But thanks for having me on.
We will make America great again.